child, it's just been a mess over here. Good Lord. Hey, y'all. I'm able to bring you 2 videos today. Maybe 3 if I hear back from um, a collaborator of mine. You guys, I want to talk about excuse the excuse what's going on screen. Welcome to Burgundy Blue Commentary. We talk about what we want to talk about when we're ready to talk about it. And hello, Hiram. I hope I'm. Why can't I get this name? Hello, Choose. Hello, Wyoming. So what happened was we were supposed to do Black August, and we're gonna do Black August like last year. And hopefully, I have the most educated person ever, Gardis Watts, on to talk Black August and what it means. Sorry, guys, for the wind blowing and stuff. Like I said, we had to get water heaters done. Now I'm doing something with the gutters, so people will be coming in and out. Hey Jackie, hello. And I appreciate y'all being here. So I just wanted to do a quick chit chat. But please support the Black August videos we'll be putting out. I think it's so important. I love history. I love education. And when we could talk about situations that happen in our history and get a real, a conversation going. So that's it. Okay. So I came here about Sex in the City and some chit chat about Dolton. Nothing serious. We won't be on here long. We won't be long-winded. Black August is like it was a whole thing. We did a video on it, but it's the Jackson brothers. It's a lot going on. Hold on, let me pull up Black August. But I did not know that it had significant dates. But remember how we started celebrating, some of us, not all of us, Juneteenth really late? Black August is a month-long period of commemoration and reflection within the Black community, focused primarily on the history of Black resistance and honoring political prisoners and freedom fighters. So, like, you got, is that George Jackson, Jonathan Jackson. I want to say Angela Davis would be a part of that. But yeah, Black August is really a thing. And I would love for you guys to learn more along with me because I did not know about Black August. Okay. So, y'all, so what's been going on with me? So I went to the dentist because, that side tooth was side toothing. It was getting weak. So I went to the dentist. Y'all ever ate something soft? And I don't know. Well, I do know that I have what I have is inherited, with my teeth or whatever like that. It was just that we had not good teeth, Thank God it skipped a generation. And sorry guys, I'm moving around because I gotta watch the workers. But yeah, my teeth just never was really good or strong or anything like that. So I had to have so much dental work. So y'all, I had to go to the dentist. And so I'm sounding a little like the right side of my jaw is swollen. But why is it every time I go to the dentist, they just want to say scream root canal? So I asked for a second opinion. And he was like, oh no, you didn't need a root canal. I was like, because every time I come here, I need a root canal. And I'm not even big on sweets like that. But that's just what's happening. So did that. Told you guys I was going to come back with just like that. And that's what we're doing. Hey, Scott. Side tooth. The side eye. Yes, Wyoming. My side tooth was just like, look, you got another week. You got another week and that's it. Chu said, my side tooth. I'm not even about to talk about the teeth passed down in my. Yeah, it's like what? I don't know if fluoride is good or bad. I don't even know. Y'all let me know what toothpaste you use. Now, since I went to work with like some celebrities, I noticed that they have black toothpaste. I guess it's charcoal toothpaste. I have not tried that. Let me know if y'all tried that. But I know fluoride is not supposed to be the best. Like they told us to always have fluoride. But I use Crest Opti White. Let me know what y'all use toothpaste wise. So that was going on. Um, ooh, well water. That means no fluoride in it, right? And y'all, I'm drinking my 365 spring water. I got 1 gallon and I'm almost done. I'm like a 3/4 to go. Not 3/4 done, but 1/4 to go. Sensodyne. Oh, is that good? Okay. My 93-year-old grandmother has all her teeth. She has always done baking soda and peroxide. Oh, I remember that. Baking soda and peroxide was the go-to. Yeah. Charcoal can be rough on your enamel. Ooh, and congratulations, choose to your grandmother. 93, all her. I didn't have all my teeth at 13. Remember at elementary school when we had to take the shots and hold them in our mouth for 60 seconds, right? And now we're gonna turn into like the blob, Scott. We're gonna turn into like all this craziness because of what they gave us. Like I feel like we were just like the trial kids. They just gave us everything. Y'all remember being at school and you had to get a shot? I'm in line to get a shot. What is the shot for? It's just your school shot. What kind of shot? It's a school shot for school. It's your shots. Crazy. Crazy what we went through. Um yes, 93 is great. Wow. My family after 70 almost lost all their teeth. Shoot, my family after like 25, 70. My mouth was too little for my wisdom teeth. They took them out. Oh, wisdom teeth are the worst. Why do we need those? That is so crazy. And when you go to the dentist, it's like nothing on your insurance or my insurance rather. It's like the stuff I need is not covered. And I'm like, okay, so if I need one, and then when I come back and need those things, oh, I didn't. Okay, whatever, y'all. It didn't expire. It's so crazy. So, as you can see, I'm a little nervous because I'm going to announce a change in my channel. Nothing serious. Y'all will still get the crazy commentary you've been getting. But I'm going to add my fashion channel to this. And I'm hoping it goes over well. And I just thank y'all. Like I just feel like I want to talk to y'all about um, how to save money in fashion, how to look for certain occasions, how to dress for your body type. And like I said, I'm a total sweats girl all the time. But I love talking about fashion. And when people meet you, they look at what you have on. Regardless, they're not supposed to, but they do. They judge you if you wearing a t-shirt at a funeral. You know, nowadays you could wear t-shirts at funerals, but back in the day you couldn't. When I saw a girl with leggings in church, y'all almost fell out. Leggings in church? Not under your dress, just your leggings and your t-shirt. I've never seen such a thing. When we went to church, we had to have everything. Slip, church shoes. Remember you had your church shoes and then you had your gym shoes or your school shoes. Um, you are good shoes. You always look good. Yeah, I like easy and comfortable stuff too. So I do like a shirt dress. I do like lounge wear. But baby, let me tell you, back in the day, Burgundy had a little bit of a body. So I would love to experience anything bodycon. I would wear anything super bodycon and tight. That was my go-to. I didn't really have much of boobs, but I always had like hips and a little bum. You know what I mean? So everything would be bodycon for me. Now, I want my skirts down to my ankles. Put my Bible in my garter belt. I'm going to church. You know what I mean? So now recently, I just visited a new church this week. I met a sister and I was scared to go because she was familiar with the Dolton area, and she took me to an event, and we met at an event, and then we went to a church, and I'm really liking it. I'm going back this Wednesday. Like, she's just really good. Like, I now when I went to her church, I sort of want to go back just because that's how good it was. Usually I just visit a church and just leave, but that's it. And shout out to my friends for recommending that. Put my Bible in my garter belt in my stocking. Yes, people don't even know what a slip is anymore. Now, do I? Okay, so that's what my channel will be about. The history of slips and stuff like that. You have to go to the history. I love the history of stuff like that. The history of bras, the history of thongs. Why are we wearing a thong? You don't have to if you don't want to. But why they were created in the first place. And with the slip, I'm gonna tell you something. A slip and a thong does the same thing. Basically, a slip is there to hide your panty line and your undergarments, and your thong is there to, if you wear like a g-string or a thong, it's there to not create the panty line. So they're basically the same. So it's just something to think about. Why did that man make that bra? Well, I'm gonna have to thank goodness they did, okay? Because choose your girl wouldn't even be able to drive, okay? Oh yeah, but do you have a half slip or a full slip? See, Choose trying to act like she got a slip, but the test is, do you have a half slip or do you have a full slip? Now, that's a test. If you that old school or new school. What's up with these young brothers wearing bonnets out in public? It reminds me of when they wear plastic bags on their heads when Jerry curls were back in the 80s. When I see the young men wear, okay, so I was at work, and at work, sometimes I have to keep people clothes when they change it to their other outfits. And it was some bonnets left over. So I went over to all the ladies, like, is this your bonnet? Is that your bonnet? Is that your bonnet? It was the guys' bonnets. So I guess it's the bonnets are so easy to hold the hair. So I think you're right, Scott. Sort of like a Jerry curl with the bags. You didn't want to mess up your parents' furniture. So I think the guys with the longer hair, or maybe the fros that are really long or full, they probably are like, look, give me a bonnet. I just surrender. Give me a bonnet. She said, I got a half slip and a full slip. Go, girl. I haven't worn a slip in decades. Me, Wyoming, I don't even know. You know what was so funny? I couldn't find where to find a slip. So, one of my loved ones passed away. And when you go to, if unfortunately, I hope y'all never know this, but when you go to the funeral home, you have to provide the undergarments. And for women, they want stockings, underwear. Well, I'm saying stockings, but they want pantyhose, underwear, a bra, and it used to be a slip. They would want a slip. Y'all, we could not find a slip for nothing. We had to order one off Amazon. You couldn't just walk in the store. We thinking we could walk in J.C. Penney at that time and get a slip. Well, the J.C. Penney near us did not have it. I think the place that had the slips, if you guys are looking for them, Kohl's. Kohl's had the slips. Yep, slips on Amazon. You never wore a slip. Isn't that crazy? We used to get in trouble if we didn't have a slip or an undershirt, something like that. But time has changed. Now, when I see people, it's a funeral, they don't dress up for funerals. And you used to pull out your Sunday best. You don't do that anymore. Church, they don't pull out their Sunday best. They like, it said, come as you are. Booty be straight out. I saw B. Simone. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Did y'all see B. Simone at church? Let me see if it's a picture of it. Okay, let's see if this is it. So somebody put praying in booty shorts. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so this is B. Simone look, right? But let's see if we can get it. Hold on. Okay, let's see. It wasn't that one. Hold on. Okay. And it was so funny because people like, she praying in booty shorts. And I was like, you can't. Okay. So she got a full, y'all probably can't see, but hopefully you can. So she got a full blazer. She did the oversized blazer and vest and button up shirt. But she had on straight up booty shorts, like Daisy Dukes on. She had that on, and it was like, you praying in booty shorts. You can't really wear that. You can, I guess, nowadays. But let's see. I got a better picture. Like she was preaching too. It was like, girl, you cannot wear that in that. Like you just not supposed to wear that. Let's see. Okay, here goes somebody got the video. No, that's him faking, but he he faking
it. Home pray in an oversized blazer, a tie, and booty shorts. Be Simone. Be for real. Can you imagine being a nigga and you seen a chick up there praying and booty shorts? Nigga. Hello? Where are your pants?
Y'all, look at them shorts.
Be serious.
Oh my God.
Be Simone.
When I saw her with them shorts, I said, girl, no, not for church. Not for church. Like Sarah Jakes Roberts don't even take it that far. But you guys got to tell me how you feel about her and her husband being the new pastors of the Potter House, T.D. Jakes Church. I want to talk about that one day when we have that conversation about church. Okay, so I'm really here to do chit chat. Let's get to Sarah Jessica Parker. Let's get to the announcement. It says from Variety, Sarah Jessica Parker, she posted, sorry guys, she posted an emotional goodbye to Carrie Bradshaw as Sex and the City franchise ends after 27 years. I've never seen a show, and I've watched every season. I've watched every movie. I've watched every season, every movie, every spinoff. Okay, that's me. And look, let me tell you something. They tried to add black people. They didn't want to get too black, but they tried to add ethnic people. They didn't want to get too ethnic. And you have to remember the Sex in the City. If you guys ever watched Sex in the City, let me know. When it started, it was no black people on there at all. I think the closest we got was Miranda was dating, what was his name? Blair Underwood. That was like as close as we got to like black people on Sex in the City. So yeah, they're canceling it. But did y'all watch, and this is spoilers, did y'all watch the last episode? It peed me so bad. I was so mad. Okay. So it says Sarah Jessica Parker is bidding farewell to Carrie Bradshaw, the iconic television character she played for 27 years across 6 seasons of HBO's Sex and the City, 3 seasons of HBO Max and Just Like That, and 2 feature films. Do I think that this is the end? I absolutely do not. Nope. It's going to be a Sex and the City 3. This is not the end. But I will say, I think they're getting bad karma because Samantha Jones is not around anymore. Michael Patrick King announced the Sex and the City franchise is ending with Just Like That Season 3, prompting Parker to post an emotional clip montage of Carrie's best moments on her Instagram alongside a poem about the character's end. Now, let me tell you something about this. We're in Season 3 now. So I feel like when I watch all the Sex and the City, and I even watch the behind the scenes. When I watch it, their budget is huge. But do I think they are able to pull it off another season without throwing a movie in there or something outside of HBO Max? No. The amount of money they spend on Carrie's budget Just Carrie alone, Sarah Jessica Parker, she gets to keep all her wardrobe unless it's something super vintage or something. She keeps all her wardrobe. Most of the ladies keep their wardrobe in their contract. It's too much. A Vivian Westwood dress can set you back $1,800 just for the top, possibly. Okay. Um, so it's very interesting to see. I think they're over budget. Why is he ending it this season? Just 3 seasons? Just three. Parker added this chapter complete and called And Just Like That, a joy adventure and the greatest kind of hard work alongside the most extraordinary talent of 380. That includes all brilliant actors who join us. Okay? So they got Charlotte, they got everybody all upset because they said this is about to be the last Sex in the City situation. My thoughts, if you're watching, I never saw Friends. Please, y'all, please don't come for me. I never saw Friends. Should I watch Friends? Should I start from episode 1? It's 2 things I never saw: Grey's Anatomy and Friends. Don't beat me up in the comments. I just never saw that. I think that the whole big thing at the beginning, and again, y'all, it's spoilers. The whole big dying, it's okay. Can I tell y'all something? As a woman in a particular age, okay, I'm disappointed in these women. Like well, I feel like I need all the men to exit the room when I say this. Everybody out, all men out, okay? I feel like Sex in the City make me look at certain things like, man, maybe I'm the problem. Maybe. Like, if your relationship didn't go right, you're like, maybe I'm the problem. Because Miranda, she had the perfect guy in Steve, right? Then Carrie, where do we start with Carrie? If you guys follow Sex and the City, put it one in the chat. I feel like I'm just talking. With Carrie, she chased big for a long time. And then she finally, she even, infidelity, all of that stuff. See, I told you to leave. I told you to leave. Him here, like, you couldn't be the problem. She chased big for a long time. She got big, but did she really love big, or did she love how big he was, like financially? Carrie was financially irresponsible her entire time on this earth, right? And then Big dies and leave her with millions of dollars, right? She gets a house, right? And what does she do? She moved in the boyfriend. She cheated on her dead husband. No, she cheated on Aiden first, right? She cheated on Aiden with Big. Then she tried to move. So Aiden said he don't want to be at the little apartment because she had sex with other people there. And what does she do? She buys a bigger place with big money. It's the same thing. And then Miranda, she don't know if she gay. She don't know if she's straight. She don't know what she want to be. I guess the best example of settling down and being content and being a family person is Charlotte, but she let her kids just run over her. Hey, hey, MC Heavy Waiter. You never saw Jackie? Yeah, I wanted y'all out. MC Heavy. I don't want to admit I could have been a problem. Okay, it could have been me. Okay, it could have been me sometimes. But the spoiledness of Sarah Jessica Parker, aka Carrie Bradshaw, like, she's trying to hold on to Aiden, and he got these kids, and the kids are one child has needs that Aiden has to be around the whole time. The other kids or whatever, he don't want to involve Carrie in that part of his life. So they're trying to do this long distance thing. And downstairs, she got this hot neighbor downstairs. Anybody watching this, let me know, how is he affording to live? I thought she bought the whole house, but I guess she inherited this tenant that is on the same wavelength as her. And I just feel like Carrie gets bored easy. She knows she the ish. She gets bored easy. She got some money. And she sort of played with these men like, I'm sorry, she plays around with some of the men. Miranda, anybody with a vagina walking around, she think that she could be in a relationship with now. And they're in their 60s, right? And I'm not far from that. I'm like, look, I got 1 foot on the banana peel going into 50, right? Lord willing. But when I'm watching, I'm like, y'all are making stuff so complicated and it could be so easy. I literally be wanting to blame, and I did the literally for choose. Literally, I be wanting to blame the men, and I can't, y'all. I be like, it's their fault. It's their fault. So that's why I wanted the men to leave. I wanted the men. Carrie is a problem. But Jackie O, you gotta remember, I watched this. When was Sex in the City? That was when Tales from the Crypt was out. And let me tell you something. Why can't we watch Tales from the Crypt on HBO Max? There has to be another video about that, because Tales from the Crypt was the greatest, the greatest. But I wasn't supposed to be watching Sex in the City when I was watching it. When did it come out? I probably was, but what year did it come out? When did it start? 1990. Oh, yeah. I was already by somebody's mama by then. But I had graduated high school at least. But let me tell you, Sex in the City, it came out in 1998. Probably couldn't afford the cable, I would think, to watch it. But somehow I watched it. And now as I'm watching it as a full grown adult, I'm like, Carrie, you was a problem. That's sort of like my people that watch Noah's Ark. Noah was an issue, a whole problem. Noah from Noah's Ark, if y'all haven't watched it, watch it. It's really good. It's on Paramount. But I watched it back when I was in my young days. And I was like, oh, this is so romantic. And now that I'm grown, I'm like, no, he was the problem. He found the straight man, and they got in this relationship. And now the man identified as gay because he was in love, and he cheated on him too. Y'all a problem. You get what you want, and now you mad. Now I haven't been in that situation, but like some of the little bickering and stuff like that, I'd be like, okay, tone it down, ladies, on Sex in the City. So that brings me to what happened now. Let me see what MC's saying. I was a kid. I saw sex in the title, watched the show, saw no sex, and did not watch it. Now, this is the cutest thing I ever seen. Noah going after that straight man and being successful is wild. Yes. Apparently, it's not on Max for rights issues. They haven't been resolved. Oh, I'm so... It's on YouTube, though. I be watching on YouTube. Thanks for that. So much, Scott. Okay, y'all. So sorry, I'm nervous because I'm talking about something else. You know, as soon as I get to the Dolton stuff, I'm gonna be flowing like bloop bloop bloop. So this is what happened on this episode. Spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. So this is why I said she the problem. Okay. So remember, Carrie got this downstairs neighbor, right? And they both are writers. So he's writing a book, she's writing a book. They obviously have this unspoken attraction. You ever been in that situation? Like, you don't have to say anything. Y'all just know you're attracted to each other, but you're both off limits. That's just the thing. So it's that going on with them. And Miranda come to Carrie and said, hey, I saw you over there sharing a drink with your friend downstairs. Now, remember, she's in a relationship with Aiden, and Aiden is out of town in Nebraska somewhere. And he comes home to see her in her house, right? That Big died for. So the man is downstairs. She tells Aiden when he comes to visit her, I don't want you talking to him. So Aiden happened to be on the porch one day, and he was on the terrace, and dude was downstairs outside. So Aiden just was like, "Hey, how you doing? Want to have some coffee?" So Carrie wake up and she look outside, and Aiden is talking with the downstairs neighbor. Now this is when she became the problem for me. She was like, I told you not to talk to him. Why didn't she want her man talking to the downstairs neighbor? It was something more to it, other than his writing or whatever it was. So Aiden was like, okay. And he was letting Carrie go downstairs in this man's apartment and have writing sessions. So one day, Aiden was grilling. So he said, hey, I could grill y'all both dinner while y'all do a writing session together. She wouldn't let him in. She just left him at the door. So she was like, you don't trust me. Why would he trust you? You cheated on him before. Now that doesn't mean you don't forgive. You definitely forgive. And if you're in a relationship, you go ahead and push forward past that. You don't keep bringing it up. But the way she was acting, she knew that would set him off. Not victim blaming, just saying. You in a man basement bedroom writing a novel with the doors closed and the windows closed, and I'm offering to cook you dinner and you don't want me talking to him or nothing, that's weird. I understand Carrie wanted her space, but it was weird. You said this is why I couldn't stand Carrie. It did, yeah, ain't no writing sessions. Right. So she come upstairs, the man smoked. So she come upstairs getting to bed smelling like smoke. So Ada said, nah, you smell like smoke. Go take a shower. So she go sleep in the guest room mad at him because it has to be a compromise. You just shunned this man, said you didn't want him to cook for y'all, close the door in his face. Yeah, he a little jealous. Like Carrie needs to know that. So she goes sleep in the guest room and you ain't getting none and all of that stuff happened. So they get up the next day, they're fighting. And she was like, yeah, it seems like you don't trust me. And he's like, present or past. She was like, you don't trust me right now. And then he was like, and you seem like you don't want to be in this relationship. And she like, present or past. And she like, I don't want to be in there right now. So y'all, I'm saying girl, but what's it, you guys? Guess what happened this episode? She going around everybody. Oh, he just jealous. He's insecure. He's jealous. He's insecure. He thinks of my infidelity is this. Y'all tell me what she did with the man. Tell me what she did with the man. Aiden didn't even get on the plane. It's a hot girl summer. Aiden didn't even get on the plane, y'all. She bumping and grinding, juicing with the neighbor that fast because you wanted to do that anyway. You was attracted to him anyway. So when you was attracted to him anyway, hold on, y'all. Oh, okay, they finished. You was attracted to him anyway, and you was mad at your friends and Miranda and all of that because they picked up on that long distance relationship Aiden was giving you was not going to work. And that was it. That was all. Girl, you could have been did that. So that was my so now they ended the season. And I'm sad now because you know what? I wanted to watch more, but I don't think it's any more to watch. Are you going to keep on Carrie is going to keep on self-sabotaging her relationships. Thank God she's married to Matthew Broderick in real life. They are still married, right? Is her and Ferris Bueller still married? Okay. Whew, thank God she ain't with Robert Downey Jr. anymore. Okay. Yeah. That's what everybody say. Them clothes set it off though, Jackie O. She ain't got them clothes. Okay. Last thing I want to talk about the township and Dolton and YouTube in a whole sense. Um, did I see anything change? No, I haven't seen any change on anything. I think I've seen less than what Tiffany was in office. And I think it saddens me that people don't want to report on that. They just rather report on the still we waiting on her to go to jail. Um, Dalton will have every club, every lounge, every bar, every liquor store open. This will be the spot. This will be like Dalton will probably look like a small little Las Vegas, a little Reno, if you will, within the next 4 years. But what is it for the kids to do? Um, and I mean, what the village are doing, not just what they put on the library or what they put on the park district, what the village or the township is doing. Um, yeah, I saw Rutgers is open. Um, I can wish them the best. It's just years and years and years, nothing successfully has been on that, you know what I mean, club wise, even across from Village Hall. Well, I can't say that because I think that those clubs closed once the Village Hall got there. King Drive just sucks. You know, Chicago Road, King Drive just sucks. I'm hoping for a change. My observation, I had a friend that had a party at the St. Patrick's. You guys got to put a prayer out for them, but because other than people coming in, you know, for a party or event, I don't really see the traffic building out there. I wish them the best too. Um, the food boxes, I heard they're changing. I tried to get up to get a food box. I'll try this Wednesday. I heard they just suck. Um, the ice rink is not open. Melody Fitness is not open. The kids could play at the Pope House. Yeah, how long is it gonna take the Pope House to generate revenue? Um, what I'm looking like get changing your name. Like, who is this? Um, I don't see anything other than a lot of people fighting, turning on each other, and all this stuff. Uh, but I will let you guys know who are with me that I'm doing everything I could do in the background. Last year was the hardest year of my life, and nobody went through a year like I had to and had to live here but me. And I put emphasis on, and I live here. Again, I put emphasis on, I sound like Dr. Umar, and I live here. Um, that's a lot. That's a lot to live here, have your family here, and have the people in charge be your enemies. You know what I mean? They hate your guts. Um, no one knows that but me. You know. Uh, now what I'm focused on is what I've been doing for the last couple of months. I started getting tired of saying, I don't have this, I don't have that, how I'm going to make this, how I'm going to make that. And I had to remember, how did I have it in the first place? Before I started talking about Dolton, my life was not like this. Okay. We had some hiccups, we had some losses in the family, but other than that, I had like a really, really peaceful life. You know, I'm not about to let anybody get me down this go round because it was a lot. And I think if I wasn't in that same frame of mind, if I wasn't in that frame of mind I was in, it could have been worse for me. And I'm so glad I had people in my corner to help me. Um, uh, y'all gonna see a lot of stuff happening, but y'all have to allow me to let things happen as I've helped people along the way this whole time. This whole time. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pick it right back up. Now I'm able to take the people that needed me when we were down and out for a year and a half. Now they're able to come with me and learn new trades and how to do things from a art perspective. And I'm proud of that. So y'all won't see me just on YouTube running my mouth. I'll be real with y'all. Last year I could do 3, 4, 5 lives a day because I wasn't living myself. That's just I could do 3, 4 lives a day because I wasn't living myself, y'all. I was just getting up, brushing my teeth, getting on a computer, doing this. I'm not a streamer. That's not what I do. But it was someone to talk to y'all, where everybody here was against me. You know what I mean? So I just appreciate every single person. And shout out to everybody that had to be in the trenches. Like, shout out to Late Night Crew. Shout out to Della Creme Della. I remember when it was us up there getting docs. Gardis Watts face up there. Poor Ted. I don't know I haven't seen Ted in a long time. Poor Ted face up there. You know, people that were just minding their business getting docs. But it's a time when you handle things, and I have to handle it accordingly. I can't starve to do things that people want me to do. I got to do it for myself. I'm always going to fight for y'all too. But it's just like the airplane. I got to put my oxygen mask on first, right? So I could keep on going. No one knows what I went through. Okay. I mean, people know, but if they forgot, they forgot. Couldn't fake what I went through. Still got bills from what I went through. Still. And let the record reflect. I don't agree with, I want to fight everything, but I was the only one with a paid attorney, cash, retainer. I don't even think, I think Michael Smith was the other one, but I don't even think Andrew Holmes brought an attorney to court. So, we're gonna just keep on pushing forward here. But I wanted to do this video just to say the people that have the gift of gab to report on what's going on. Y'all see, like, shout out to the Lancet Journal. The Lancet Journal out there by themselves just reporting the facts. Shout out to, I have to say, what's our guy name over there, Harvey? He been saying this for months. Ryan's Gay Chicago. Nobody listened to him. Now everybody over there with their cameras and Harvey. So what's happening in the other 16 municipalities? Now I noticed the village of Dolton is throwing back to school event, but it's powered by the High Society Management and the Dolton Public Library. Well, is anyone going to Dolton Public Library and getting the minutes from there, or getting a video from there, or even filming there? Because the Dolton Public Library sure got a lot more money now. That come out your tax dollars too. Or they weren't spending it at first. The same with the Park District. Is anyone able to take those meetings? I wish I was. I wish I was able. I would be there on my schedule, but unfortunately I can't. You know what I mean? So y'all keep y'all head up. Try not to let the negative energy get to you. I'm going to keep supporting the people I've been supporting no matter what. And I appreciate the support y'all give to me. This channel has been here before you even knew I lived in Dolton. I've been covering stuff. And I was the only one with people coming up to me, coming up to my job, coming up to me in grocery stores, coming up to me in any kind of way. I was the first. And that stuff sucked to be out there alone. So when I see people like Vivian or Ryan or Super Producer complaining about it now, I'm like, oh, it was, it was almost like that's that Tiffany Henyard thing. Me today, you tomorrow. Now, definitely, I went through it with Shay, but Shay wasn't here. So when I see the people that are here going through it, I'm like, y'all could have stopped it last year, but keep on making fun because the stuff is going to escalate. It's only going to get worse. The state's attorney know, the uh the feds know, the Dolton police know, the Harvey police know, Michigan know, all of them know, but nothing's being done. You got video, nothing's being done. So everything takes its course. Yeah. Um Chavis said, funny how when Tiffany was in office, there were calls for transparency. Now everything is off limits and being redacted. Well, that's what's going to happen. You know what, MC? I hope he wins that case. Like, I hope they don't even. I don't know how it will go if they'll ask for a jury trial or just a regular trial. But I hope he wins that case where he don't even have to go to court. You know what I mean? Where they just settle. I know Shay won his day in court for sure, but I hope that they just say, we know we wrong, we're prolonging this, and they settle for the correct amount he's owed because they're just trying to this is sort of the process where they try to drag you out till you run out of money, in my opinion. That's my opinion of that. They'll try to drag him until they feel like he doesn't have any more money to fight. And that's why everything's taking so long. No matter if he amended or anything, they see what happened. They could settle it. You know what I mean? Settle it right now. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about it. Like they see what's happening to some of their top soldiers that was fighting for Clean House, and they won't stop it. They know they can stop it. They know they can stop it, but they just won't stop it. It would be a simple conversation behind the scenes, nothing loud, nothing crazy, and it could be stopped. Yeah. So now, because Tiffany not around, let me tell you, Tiffany was feeding a lot of people. Feeding a lot of people. I would probably be at 50,000 subscribers, no lie. Probably if I just would have gave y'all footage of Tiffany walking around with a bonnet, Tiffany following her at the currency exchange, going by, taking pictures of her car, I would be at 50,000 subs or something because people would be like, oh, she got the tea, and it would just be all hating this one person. But I never had an interaction with her. So I only had testimonials of what people were saying. But some of the testimonials, when they were doing stuff, I would see that too. You know what I mean? So sorry, guys, I ripped this paper. I'm shipping out stuff today. We finally got our stuff back from USPS, and everything got inspected. So now the packages get to go back out. So now I got my new labels. And like I said, little stuff like that where people like I can't order DoorDash like a normal person. Cause they be like, Lolita, who, what, this and that. That's what happens because I got doxxed, and it's not many people with my name out here. It's a couple, but not many. Thank you, Chavis. 16 months. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Same thing. I go to the post office. Someone call themselves being a detective and want to see what I'm not shipping nothing but leggings, t-shirts. Something simple. I had a job and I mailed my friend some souvenirs, and he never got the souvenirs. I found it in this box with my stuff. So it's been a lot of stuff, which is postal fraud, which is a whole big thing I'm dealing with now. Like, it was a lot just living here, having to maneuver my life. And that's not pity or nothing like that. I just think back to how desperately people wanted these positions. And now they got them, and now they have nothing to say. Where's the transparency? Where's the this? Where's the that? It's nothing to be found. They got what they wanted. And it's just hard to look at, because at the end of the day, when you think back to, remember when, like, why do people forget this? Remember when they shut down the buses? When they shut down Christmas? When they shut down the ice cream? They shut down everything. Thanksgiving, and made people suffer to get one person in. And now that person worked for INA. Interesting. And people wondering, why would Tiffany talk to someone in mad respect, is why she wouldn't talk to people. I finally spoke to her. Tiffany, when I saw Tiffany, I never saw anything other than, I'll be honest, her trying. So if she was disrespectful and talk crazy to y'all, I can see that. I just never experienced that. That don't mean it didn't happen. That doesn't mean it didn't happen. That's it. Why am I sound like Dr. Umar Johnson today? Well, he repeated everything twice. We've been doing that around the house, repeating stuff twice for no reason. That's just my experience. That would be like if someone said, what was your experience with Bird? And you get one review from Chavis and you get another one from Choose. They might be totally different. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. I've never seen it. But if she did do that, and those people have the right to vote and voice their opinion, I just don't agree with all the violence, the negativity, the trying to ruin people's lives, when all it should be is you vote and go on about your business. Trying to move, take away their livelihood, which is why the lawsuit Hall versus YouTube even exists. Like, you couldn't just take it. Like, it's like, we got to take this person income away. That's crazy. Because someone just didn't agree to be anti-Tiffany 24/7. And it really, you have to give people their props, because it's really easier to be anti-Tiffany, especially during that time when YouTube channels were growing. It would have been so easy to be anti-Tiffany. Didn't know me. So to be anti-Tiffany, I hate Tiffany 24/7, that would have been easy, but it wouldn't be fair to the community if you don't tell them all sides. I'll find out, because I didn't even hear, let's see, our backpacks. Did we even find out when the Taste of Thornton? It has to happen next month. So what's going on? They didn't mention that. I don't see it yet. But I tell you what, that bingo looked a travesty. Like, and I'm not talking about because of the budget. They could have did way better on that bingo. Like, somebody, they need an event planner or somebody that knows how to do that stuff. That bingo, those prizes look like that. Everybody went to their basement and just pulled out some stuff out the basement they didn't want. It looked really bad. Oh yeah, Tiffany definitely was talking to them in the disrespect, like even the recall. Like, y'all can't just base everything on someone that you just don't like them. Why she not going to jail? Why they don't want that audit? Why they don't want that forensic audit? It's just so many things to ask, and I don't know the answers to everything, but I do know when something doesn't feel right, I do have a question, and I just want to know, like, what's up with this? Why is this not happening? You know what I mean? So as far as I can tell, nothing's changing. It's gonna be a lot of places opening in Dolton. It's gonna be an easy place for you to open up, and we just have to see what businesses survive. What businesses survive? I tell you, I feel bad. I feel bad for the St. Patrick's place only because you don't know what happens in the background. I feel like it came from good intentions and it was going to move forward and do all this. But now, when you look at St. Patrick's, and I mean, like, it's almost should be like if you get off on in Illinois, if you get off on 80, we have a new casino called the Wind Creek. If you ever pass by there, it's a traffic jam to get there. I feel like St. Patrick should almost have that kind of, I mean, not as big, but just that, well, it's a crowd just to get to this steakhouse. It's plenty of steakhouses in Indiana that stay crowded 24/7. I just don't think the placement at this time of need was what was needed, and they're gonna turn it to a club. It's gonna be rooftop pool parties, and it's just gonna turn to a club. It's just what's gonna happen. And that's it. Sorry, y'all. Hear my voice going away too. So thank you. I'm gonna be popping on other people's lives and be under my other page now, and hopefully get my following organically. So that's what I'm hoping to do. And then I'll be able to give y'all those behind the scenes. I just really appreciate all y'all. I'm just thankful. I'm just thankful. I don't have anything else on my mind. Um, my anxiety has subsided on stuff, and I'm just thankful. And I just didn't realize how blessed I was until I really got to sit down and sit in it and say, "Man, you still here through all of that." And anything else that comes your way, you can handle it. You can handle it. That's crazy. They only have steak certain days and hours of the week. They better go to food for less. It's across the street, Scott. Check on them in a year, quote end quote. And is there dialogue on what to do now? Nope. Nope. Baby, it's about, I'm telling you, it's gonna look like a little bitty Las Vegas. Little bunny ranch. Why aren't folks talking about this with the chest poked out? Yeah. They only had it for Tiffany. And now they want Tiffany just to go away and fade into the darkness. Yes, they are. Everybody's scared of him. He said, I'm not going for it. I said, ooh. I said, ooh. I said, bloop. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here so I can finish some of my stuff. And like I said, it's been a blessing. I'm gonna post when I'm gonna post it on my other page for when we'll be when the company that we're working for have interns. It's gonna be on the other page. So no crazy people. Y'all not already look, they already just tried to mess up my new job. These people are crazy. I asked this one lady, I said, why you don't why you don't like me? Like, tell me why you don't like me. Because you're a Tiffany supporter. And I always have the same answer. If I am, isn't it my right? Like, if that's the best. So do you hate the people that voted for Trump? Do you hate the people that voted for Kamala? Like, what? But they're mad at me. But it's the people that they support was standing right there with Tiffany with a vote Tiffany in your face mask on. Make it make sense. The ones that, so y'all gonna be doing the same thing in 3 years. In 3 years. Concussion. Why do I feel like I saw that? MC Heavyweight or Be Good. Chavis Be Good. Concussion. Oh, that was with Will Smith. I couldn't remember. I said I feel like I never saw that yet. Is that like being a Jesus supporter? Imagine what they said back in the day. Oh gosh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, like what did people say when people wanted to support? Good Lord. That's a good point. Well, they probably put them right up next to him. Choose. Y'all just be easy, be kind to one another. My personality is not going to change just because you want me to. This is me. Like I said, we were talking to Shy today, and I was like, "Nah, that ain't how that go." But that doesn't mean that that's my personality. I like to be at peace. I like for the people around me to stand in peace. And I want the people I care about to be peaceful too. I want them to be at peace. I want them to have joy every day. I don't want them to be mad. I don't want them to worry. I don't want them to have sorrow. I want them to be at peace every day. Okay? Let me get up out of here, y'all. I'll see you later. So check out for the Black August. Set your alerts for me, please. So I don't know if we're doing today, but I know for sure we're doing the 7th, the 22nd, and I believe the 30th. I have the dates wrong, but we're going to do some important dates, okay? I appreciate y'all. Jackie O, you know what? Thanks for being here, Jackie O. Chavis, thanks for being here. And Scrappy Doo let me add on. Oh, my goodness. What was that cartoon? Put him up. Put him up. What was that little cartoon that used to be like, put your fist up? I forgot that. That's another live we got to do. Some of these cartoons that turned racist as we got older that were already racist. All right, you guys. All right. Love you too, Choose. And y'all have a great one. Take care of yourself and each other. Oh, man. We went an hour talking about Carrie.
Can I be recognized, Mayor?
You want to be long-winded? I'm just asking.
I'm just asking. Bye, guys.
Commentary Blue Commentary Burgundy Commentary Comment Blue Commentary Comment Burgundy Blue Commentary.